was raised to do one thing. But I've got nothing to fight for.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
And joining me now to discuss this is London Live reporter and Star Wars superfan Luke Garrett. Luke, give people, for who don't know, a little bit of background to this.
Well, the trailer was released today, as we've said, and it's sort of the first proper trailer that's been released. So far, we've only had what are called teaser trailers, which are about a minute and a half long at tops. This is a full 2.5-minute trailer that's been released on the internet, and it would broadcast during a football game in America. It's an American football game. To millions of viewers. And so far, last check, I was upstairs refreshing the video on YouTube myself, and it's just shy of around 13 million views. So it's really taken over a lot of the internet today.
It's absolutely extraordinary because a lot of people think of trailers as the bit you see before a film, but they're now a really big business. People go crazy for a clip of a film they're not going to see for quite a few weeks.
Well, what's intriguing about this is how little it gives away. Most people, for most films, people will watch every single trailer. There might be about 7, plus a featurette. And instead, on these ones, we've got 2 teasers, maybe a couple of vines, and we still don't really know anything about the plot. We know that there are 3 main characters, and we know that there are a couple of extra characters, and we know that the old cast are returning in sort of their same roles, but they might be a little less prominent. But we still don't really know what's going on. It's just the classic Star Wars trope. There's dark, there's light, and there seems to be a conflict involved.
Like you said, some people watch all the trailers. I often prefer not to, just want to go straight in there. But you mentioned that some of the old favourites are back, who certainly weren't there when the prequels came about. Who can we look forward to seeing?
Well, we've seen a huge amount of Han Solo. He has a couple of lines of dialogue in a couple of the trailers. Certainly this one, he's a main part. He seems to be referencing, the old days of the Jedi, and it seems to be more of a myth, a lot less sort of prominent than we were expecting, and now they're coming back and they're doing fights with their lightsabers. We can also see a very slight flash frame of Princess Leia as she's hugging pressed to Han Solo's chest, and we can also see a bit of Chewbacca. One thing that's quite interesting is we're not seeing any of Luke Skywalker. He's not in the trailer as we know it. We can see a hooded figure with a sort of robot hand. I'm sure you remember from Return of the Jedi, he has a robot hand. So, that could be Luke Skywalker. We don't actually know. That's not been confirmed. But what we do know is he's in it. We don't know what he's going to look like. It seems like the director, J.J. Abrams, is taking a real sort of back step. He's making everyone really question what's going on, which is a great thing. People don't want to know the exact plot when they go in. Lots of people complain about trailers these days being too overly giving too much away. And instead, this seems to be giving absolutely nothing away.
But I mean, he's going to be careful because he's going to be judged, whatever he does, even by a trailer.
Indeed, I mean, people have been burned before. There was not a great reception in history to the prequel trilogy. The original trilogy is sort of a holy grail of cinema making, and people are looking to J.J. Abrams to, breathe new life into this franchise. There's hundreds of thousands of pages of books from Extended Universe. There's games, there's toys, but this is, they've reset it all, and they're saying this is now the official Star Wars canon, and he's gotten the reins for the first movie. And I'm sure, looking by it, it seems that it's going to be a fresh take on the old style of filmmaking. They're using proper film, and they're adding more of the updated special effects.